of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Set, red 83!
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein and my identical twin brother, Bobby Schwein, producing today, Alex Berardis.
And refereeing.
And refereeing today will be Alex Berardis.
Alex, you haven't seen this, but I'm going to tear him up today.
I'm in for one today. I really am in for one.
This kid thinks he's so smart about sports. Ready for this? Watch this. I'm gonna rip this kid.
Alex, I'm going to expose him. Before we get started,
I'm going to rip this kid.
Bobby jumped the gun on me, so before we get started, we're streaming live on the YouTube channel and the X platform. You want to watch us on TV. I have a referee's jersey right here. And now that Bobby's in the studio, Alex, we're going to give you this to you to break up any fights we might have in here. All right? So
I can't believe I'm in the studio with both Schwein boys right now. This is unreal.
All right, Bebop. So we had to make some changes today. We were initially going to have P.J. Corda, Mr. Negadelphia in the locker room, but he is under the weather. So I called Bobby in a pinch, and then I told him who we're going to have on. And look at you two guys. You're all fired up.
That's right, because we know what the score is in Philadelphia right now. You know, this is it right here.
Right.
This was it. I was thoroughly impressed last night. We'll get to that. I'm sure.
We're gonna really get into the Flyers today because
You watched the game last night, right, Alex?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, Rick Tocchet has got these Flyers playing really well. They're buying into it. What he's putting out there, Bobby.
You know what? I got to tell you, kid. I got to tell you, Bill. So here's one thing I'm scared about, though. It's way early in the season, you know. And the guys that have been tested have been in the league for a few years. The teams like the Panthers and the Devil, you know what I mean? It's like I don't want to get the cart before the horse, but I'm still excited.
It's a long season. By the way, I think you got to turn your mute your mic.
Mute my mic.
Yeah,
I already did.
Or turn your.
I hear an echo.
Yeah,
echo.
Here, let me be the producer for a second.
So, you're right. It's very early, but you got to be encouraged by what you see. I mean, the Philadelphia Flyers, Rick Tocchet has got the guys going to the net, trying to be creative, and play defense. You know what I mean? And Vladar, where did he get this guy from? He's unbelievable.
Bill, he was standing on his head, wasn't he?
He's unbelievable. So
he
had four side to side, like post to
post. Even Booch was saying it. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he said
he had like 10 extremely quality saves.
High quality saves. The guy's a big dude.
Is he?
He's like, Alex, what's he, like 6'6" or something
No.
like that? Yeah, he is.
No.
Yes, he is.
You got to look that one up
Yeah,
because I'm not.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's up
Well,
there.
he moves like he's 5'10".
And Urs is not doing. He's playing pretty well.
Well, how about Bill?
He's 6'5", 209.
6'5", Bob.
smokes.
Covers the net, Bobby. So we got Rick Tocchet, the Flyers head coach, at 10:30. We're going to talk Flyers hockey. We got the Eagles to talk about. And how about all the college football, the rivalry games last night, Bobby?
No, I'll tell you what. If you're a sports enthusiast and you don't get to the gym on this weekend, you're gaining probably 20 pounds.
Oh yeah, sit around. I watched the Michigan Ohio State game, USC, UCLA, Alabama, Auburn, the Iron Bowl.
What do you think? What do you think's the best rivalry in college sports?
The best.
I mean,
rivalry.
do you know Old Miss and Mississippi? They've bet 122 times.
The Egg Bowl.
The Egg Bowl is one of the oldest.
Yeah, I did see that stat.
Army Navy's a good
all
one.
the sports are college football. I mean,
Let's go college football just because it's
the best. Well, Army
Navy.
But you got the Egg Bowl. That's a good one. I mean,
Iron Bowl. Florida State?
I don't know. I think Michigan, Ohio State. That's
I know.
That's
it's
a big one, too.
hatred. Like they
Listen,
hate each other.
my company's based in Ohio, so I'm out there quite a bit. I mean, and even in Ohio, you'll see a ton of Michigan jerseys, out there. So,
But how about when we were, Alex, Bobby and I worked at Disney World, right? We drove the monorail.
Oh,
Bobby,
Lord, I would pay top dollar to watch that.
you should have seen this fat boy in his. in
We're going to wear polyester blue
It
pants.
showed every
Yelling at Mickey Mouse walking across.
the lime green.
heckling Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse.
But Bob, remember the whole state of Florida when Florida played Florida State or Florida played
Yeah,
Miami,
the
the whole state shut down.
I think there might be a new one brewing though. We had Lane Kiffin over here about to join LSU. Like him at Ole Miss, for you to just leave one power SEC
Yeah, but
team,
it's not definite.
Oh, wait a minute!
He's still gonna go to Florida.
He's been at USC, right? Where's he been?
He's been at Tennessee, USC.
USC, Tennessee.
He was with the Raiders.
I mean, the guy needs to. Listen.
He's been with Ole Miss for about 5 or 6 years.
Would you make that move, Alex? Would you make that move over there? I
unless they're offering you some sort of
Well,
crazy.
I think
And LSU is known to give away boatloads of money.
Yeah, but
They did it to Kelly.
Their AD is pretty much the governor of Louisiana. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I think Ole Miss is offering kind of the same package to keep him. So I mean, if I was Lane, I'm thinking I want to make my mark at Ole Miss.
That's right. Stay at Ole Miss.
LSU's already won
Right,
national
championships.
championships. You know what I mean?
Apparently, from his point of view, he's saying he can't get the recruits he wants at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Why not? I heard it's a beautiful campus.
He can get the transfer portal.
Well, Colin's thinking about going down there, right?
Collins accepted. My son's accepted there.
I'd go to Ole Miss. I went to Penn State.
By
I
the
was
way,
more
how
of a
about
Big Ten
Texas
guy,
Texas
but-
A&M? That's a big rivalry.
You watch that Penn State game last night? Why wasn't that quarterback playing? You know what? That Drew Allard, only because he's 6'6" and can throw the ball, country mile. I thought he was a good quarterback.
Yeah,
I never liked him. I couldn't stand Franklin. I wanted to talk to you about that, by the way, anyway, because I haven't seen you. But I mean, that Franklin drove me nuts for the last 4 years.
Look,
I couldn't stand him.
I've been pretty vocal on here. Franklin should have been gone a while ago. I'm thankful for what he did for the program. He took us out of some really dark times. Like, he was the guy who kind of made us relevant again. But it's like, if you can't get the job done, what I compared it to is when the Eagles let Andy Reid go.
Yeah.
He was getting you to the NFC Championship, got you to a Super Bowl.
Couldn't get you over a hump.
Couldn't get you over the hump.
Right.
James Franklin's been here for 10 years.
My thing is, though, I mean, he I guess he's able to recruit. And the fact that other
James Franklin's able to recruit, but he's not a
guess
game
what?
day coach.
He's
gotta make
He's not a
adjustments.
game day coach. However, I'm really surprised just because he's going to Virginia Tech. He's already snagged 4 guys that were already committed to Penn State. You got to be kidding me. Who would choose Virginia Tech over Penn State? I would you?
I think for his sake, I think Virginia Tech's the perfect spot for him because he's not like too much in the spotlight to where he can crumble and get some big games.
Like that's where he belongs. That's where he belongs.
Yeah.
But Georgia Tech, that was a good game. Arizona State,
That's a huge game.
Grimesy and Grayson, they're all excited, right? Or no? Where did he go? Arizona State.
Yeah, Arizona State.
Yeah, they lost. They lost.
That's why
to Arizona.
I was there last year against. I saw him play
Did you
against
see that game?
BYU. I saw Scataboo.
So great day for college, great weekend for college football. And if you're a football fan, you just sit around the television watch games all weekend.
I mean, I rode the bike on the boardwalk, come back, watch a little bit, go up to the boardwalk again, ride my bike. You know what I mean? Get a little walk in.
So we got our college football in. Then of course the Eagles. I mean, like Black Friday, the Eagles. I mean, they got smoked defensively. Grayson said he puts the blame more on the offense than the defense, but the defense got torched for 425 yards.
You know what?
They couldn't stop anything. Did you see the holes they were opening up?
So
the Bears' offensive line, you could drive a truck through those
So
holes.
you do. I'm just wondering. I mean, are you wondering that this team can turn it on when they want to? Maybe they're just coasting to the playoffs.
I think they're burnt out. I think, but you know what I think?
They get burnt out.
I think they went to the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl. They reached the pinnacle. Jalen Hurts is the MVP. I think they're all smelling.
I think they
something.
came out. The line was banged up. They thought they could coast.
Right, and I think it just hit him. I think, but they're not playing as a team. They're not playing together. It's like they're individuals playing on a team. You know
Do
what
you
I mean?
remember last year, though? Do you remember last year where they had some games that were like this, where they won kind of ugly?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then in the playoffs, they look great.
Well, this is like 2023 where they got.
Yeah, well,
Alex, what were they? 10-1. Then they dropped 5 of their last six games.
10-1, and then the big collapse happened, which we're practically on the verge of having another one right now. But I just don't understand. 2017 Super Bowl, 2018 real down year, 2022 we made the Super Bowl. The collapse in 23, we win the Super Bowl last year. And now we're about to collapse again. What's this Super Bowl hangover like that this Eagles team just always has?
It's hard to repeat. I mean,
Well,
you got
listen, Bill,
Well, plus, you guys, think about this, though, Bobby. They're 8-4. If you looked at the schedule and you said, all right, they're 8-4, you'd probably be pretty pleased with the schedule. But it's the way they played down the stretch here.
Exactly. It's how it's going down. This team,
Right.
the locker room just looks defeated right now. I don't think they're really listening or caring about what.
Well, that's what makes me think, though. Can these guys, when they get to the playoffs, turn it on? You know what I mean? Because
I don't think they can.
Bill, let's face it. Hurts drives us nuts, right?
Right.
We know he can do it. We know he can be the player that he needs to be.
Right.
But he's not this year.
All right, well, we'll break all that down on the other side at 11 o'clock. 10:30, we got the head coach of the Philadelphia Flyers, Rick Tocchet, will be on the program. At 11 o'clock, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, brought to you by the Vassar Pool Service. And then my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, will check in, brought to you by Charlie's Bar at 11:30. So we got a big show lined up. Let's get in a three-point stand. Let's get at it. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process. From contract signing to closing, from the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, and Alex Berardis right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball tonight on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Here's Maxey driving the ball, skids to a stop. Here's VJ Edgecombe for three, and it's in! Edgecombe a clutch three!
It's Sixers Hawks tonight. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. It's Sixers basketball all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia 76ers basketball. 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
With Black Friday savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,400 off, plus get free delivery on select innovative appliances like GE Profile. Add a touch of ease to your holiday with the all-in-one combo to wash and dry your laundry in one machine. And refrigerators with built-in convenient features like the dual dispense autofill water pitcher. Shop Black Friday savings on select GE Profile appliances plus get free delivery now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid 11/5 through 12/3. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Looking to lower your energy bills and boost home comfort? South Jersey Gas has you covered with a no-cost in-home, whole-home energy assessment. Our energy expert will review your home's energy efficiency and provide a personalized report of energy-saving improvements. Plus, you may also receive energy-efficient upgrades like faucet aerators, smart power strips, and LED light bulbs at no cost to you. Don't wait to save money and energy. Schedule your whole-home energy assessment today at sjgsaveenergy.com or call 201-690-7897 today.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, Alex Berardis producing and co-hosting today. Sunday morning, after a long Thanksgiving weekend, which was a lot of fun, man.
I'm working.
Bobby, you had me and AG over to the house.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm working off the turkey, man. I had my leftovers last night.
By the way, that turkey, Jim made it, right? Jim, who made the turkey for us?
Jim Henry.
Jim Henry. That turkey
he's
was
the culinary guy at Atlantic County Institute of Technology.
But that turkey was unbelievable.
That whole meal was awesome.
Yeah, thank you,
I recommend
Jim.
that next year.
Yeah. Let's get into the Eagles because under Fangio, man, the defense has been playing really well. But the last two games, man, they surrendered a lot of yards. Against Dallas, they gave up 473 total yards. And then against the Green Bay, or the Bears, another 425. But against the Bears, Bob, it didn't look good. They just looked like they weren't there.
And if you look at the size of the
you're
offensive
going to
line,
tell me Jordan Davis and Jalen Corda can't stop?
Bill, that's what I'm saying. This is not how bad this team is. You know what I mean?
Something's off.
I mean, I'm wondering, are they just on cruise control? They're going through the motions. They know they're in the playoffs. Did you see that stat they put on the TV? If the Eagles won that game, they were 99. If they lost it, 95. Like, no difference.
Right.
No difference.
No difference. So, and here's another thing. Like, I know these press conferences. By the way, I love Rick Tocchett's press conferences because he has a way about calling people out without calling people out. You know what I mean?
He's got a way about him.
He's got a way about
That's why the
him.
guy's a good coach.
Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, all these guys, they get in front of the podium. They don't say anything. I mean, A.J. Brown does, but I don't believe anything he says. Anything he spews out of his
when
mouth.
you play, what are you supposed to say? I mean, what do you want them to say?
And in a day and age of social media, gotcha. Like people are waiting. The reporters are waiting for one slip up, one thing.
Yeah,
we can ask talking. That's a lot of pressure, man.
Bill, guess what?
What do you
expect? What do you think you're going to get out of these guys after the season that they're having? Really, I mean, they're 8-4, right? They've won ugly. I don't even remember. Have we ever had one game this year that we won?
Against the Vikings.
The Vikings was a good game.
Pretty well against the Vikings.
Detroit, maybe. I don't know.
It was still a one-possession game. Like the offense put up points out, but it was still not a convincing.
I tell you what, man. I'm just like this team. This is. You know what, Bill? Where's your doctor?
Well,
where's your psychologist you have on here? This segment was great when we played Dallas. He wants to know.
We beat Tampa Bay. We beat Tampa Bay 31-25, but I don't remember that being like a cakewalk either. Was that a cakewalk? I don't think so. Vikings, we beat them 28-22. We beat the Giants the second time 38-20. That was a kind of a blowout. But other than that, they haven't been aesthetically winning, pleasing games.
Yeah,
and that just win. It's a win's a win in the NFL. That doesn't mean anything.
I want to know what you know. What I want to a stat. I want to know. I want to know what the offensive line of the Bears, what their weights were versus what the height and weights were against our defensive line. It looks like we're getting blown out. We were getting blown off the ball.
Jalen, the guy from the Dolphins,
Jalen
Phillips. Like he didn't have a great game the other day.
He didn't have a bad game.
He didn't have a bad game.
Didn't have a great game.
The whole defense got torched.
What I want to know is, Bill.
But the whole defense got torched. Now, keep in mind, they were on the field. Like the time of possession was like 39-26.
Bill, what did you see Brandon Graham get kind of? He got.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I felt so bad for him. Listen, man, the guy should have never come out of retirement. He's not helping the cause.
Yeah, if anything, they've gotten worse.
You think he's helping the cause?
We got some texts here at the text board 609-403-0973. We got Dan from EHT. Got to realize that the players that the Eagles let go this offseason and who replaced their positions go down the list. It's not good.
Well, that makes sense.
Mekhi Becton, I mean.
Yeah, but Mekhi Becton's been hurt. He hasn't really even been playing that
but
much
I'm saying,
in
like,
San Diego.
You're telling me Mekhi Becton was that much of a loss that this offensive line is that bad?
Not buying
No.
So count that one out. Who's the next one?
Dan, I do think you have some points there, but
Becton's not the answer.
I just don't think Mekhi Becton, losing him.
No.
There are probably 10 worse offensive lines in this league that are performing better than what the Eagles are putting out right now.
Listen, what they say, the crap runs downhill. Okay, it starts with Jalen Hurts. Come on, and it starts with the coaches, and that's where it's winding up. And you guys you spoke about it yesterday on the air, how when the TV pans to Hurts after he comes off a disappointing series and he's staring into the abyss. Like he's just looking down here.
Burns me up.
Why aren't you talking to someone? Why aren't you looking at your laptop? Why aren't you?
But there are reports that, first of all, the only time they show him is when things are going bad and he's pissed.
Well, what's up with that?
Apparently, he is talking to people. I don't see it. We don't see it. If you're not at the game, you're not going to see it.
The only thing that made me think positive of the players aspect is when A.J. Brown had his first touchdown on Friday. They showed him and Jalen Hurts dapping each other up, smacking each other on the helmet. So that makes me think all right, there's a good relationship here. I just don't think there's any relationship with the players and the offensive coordinator whatsoever.
Well, this is a business, okay? I mean, these guys come in every day. I mean, they put their game pants on, right? I mean, it's like me going to the airline every day. You know what I mean? I mean, you have good days, you have bad days, but I still got to do the job. They have a job to do. They might not like the guy next to them, or they might not like the coordinator.
Yeah, but Bob, in sports,
they got it.
But in sports, you have to have good team chemistry, though.
I get it.
You can't not like you can't not like somebody.
Bill, you know what?
I know they're professional. You're making actually a good point. It's a business. They got to go to work, and you don't like everybody. You don't get along with everybody you work with.
Right.
But it's a team game.
Like you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And I got to deal with you.
You're about as sharp as a bowling ball. Matter of fact, you look like one.
Yeah, right. Look at you, man.
The time of possession, I'm trying to find it right here. I can't find it, but I think it was 39 minutes. So, in other words, the Bears' offense was on the field almost the whole game. And, you know
what?
The defense couldn't stop them.
I honestly think that game was one of the very few times Vic Fangio got outcoached. The Bears had a simple game plan. All of their runs were either pull blocks or they were the cutbacks or counter runs.
Yeah, Alex, guess what, though? Carter and Davis were getting blown off the ball.
Yeah,
the defensive coordinator has nothing to do with that.
G and Swift, they combined for 255 yards on the ground.
That's crazy.
How does it?
Kyle Monungai.
Monungai. He had 130 yards rushing on 22 carries. Swift had 18 carries for 125 yards. I mean, they smoked us.
And also, you mentioned Brandon Graham. You know who didn't get one defensive snap on Friday? Jihad Campbell. I would much rather Campbell coming off the edge than Brandon Graham on a rotation.
Absolutely.
I mean, maybe he doesn't get spun because you said Caleb Williams made him look like a fool out there. Maybe Jihad Campbell doesn't let that happen. I don't know, but he was on special teams the whole game when your defense was getting ran on.
And here's another thing.
Sidney Brown looked
horrible. I'm done with that. I'm done with Sidney Brown.
Wasn't he? We met him down the shore this year.
He's a nice guy and everything, but oh my Lord.
Yeah, he spent too much time at the Schweim house. That's why. Yeah,
he wasn't at our house. He's next door.
By the way, the Bears they had a balanced attack, Bob. They threw the ball 36 times and they ran the ball 47.
Balanced attack.
That's a balanced attack. We threw the ball 34 times and only ran the ball.
Here's the thing.
And only ran the ball 17 times.
Once I said the crap runs downhill, right?
Yeah.
So Sirianni, right? Players coach, right? He's a players coach. At some point, you got to get in the player's face. I'm wondering, he's a young guy. Does he have the cool yuns to do that?
Do you think he doesn't?
I don't think he does.
He gets in the referee's face.
I think he wants to be their friend more than their coach. If you ask me, I'm not there, Bill. You know what? With all your your sports prowess, how come you don't have a press pass to get in the locker room to find out what's going on? Huh? I mean, what's wrong with you, dude?
Calling you out, Billy.
Well, I mean, you're a big sports guy. What's going on?
I can't get an Eagles fan. I don't get an Eagles fan.
I mean,
I don't want to get out.
You know what? Somebody that's in there's got to be able to sniff it out. You know what I mean? Somebody in that
Hey,
locker
Mike
room-
Gill just texted me because 183 yards before contact all day long.
That was the biggest problem.
They were out of alignment. And they were out of alignment. They penetrate. You know when they would tell defensive linemen to stay at home,
right
at the edge.
Right.
These guys would run up and they were out of position.
Like when your safeties are your first point of contact with a running back.
That's not good.
Majority of the time, there's a problem.
That's funny you say that because my sophomore year I started as a safety.
Right.
I led the team in tackles. I'm a safety. That's why we were 2 and 7.
Yeah.
when you have your secondary leading the team, that's not a good thing.
Plain and
your
simple.
linebackers should lead
Plain
the
and
team in
simple.
tackles, right? What'd you say?
I don't. We're trying to figure out the answer. Right? What's the answer?
See,
I'm blaming Sirianni. Hold on.
All right.
I was right about Joel Embiid because I've been on him from day one. Okay, I'm saying this is a Sirianni problem. This isn't the offensive coordinator problem because he's afraid to hold that guy accountable. Oh no, he's going to be calling a plays after everybody in Philadelphia is calling for this guy's head. Sirianni's like, no, he's going to be calling.
But Porsche, you know what? Yeah, Petula is to blame, obviously, because he's the one calling the plays. But guess what? The players got to execute, and they're not executing.
Runs downhill. Bill starts with Sirianni.
All
He's
right.
afraid to challenge these guys.
You don't know that for a fact.
It's a gut feeling. It's a gut feeling. I can tell by his demeanor.
Right.
He's a big rah-rah guy. He's always patting the guy. You know what I mean? He's like their friend. Bill, like
You don't know. But you're saying that, but you don't really know that.
Of course I don't know that. I'm not there.
Right,
What I'm saying is, as a father,
Right.
you don't want to be your kid's best friend.
Right.
You want to be
That's
his
right.
father,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
You want to discipline when he
That's
needs
right.
to be
That's
disciplined.
right. Well, we can talk about that.
This is just a gut feeling.
We can
It's
ask
just a gut feeling.
We can ask
I don't think this
we
guy
can ask
hold-
Sticky about that.
I don't think he's holding the team accountable is what I think. That's my – what do you think, Alex? That makes sense?
No, I agree because it all comes. You're the head coach. You're allowing the play calling to be terrible. You're allowing these guys to not be just focused on the game.
You know they're better than that.
And I always say Nick Sirianni needs coordinators to be successful. The first Super Bowl we went to, Shane Steichen, Jonathan Gannon. Last year, we had Kellen Moore, Vic Fangio. Now we have a not great offensive coordinator, and look what's happening.
You know what?
So
He's got to water the plants, man.
yeah,
He's not watering the
Nick
plants.
Sirianni's always been the rah-rah guy
That's
to get.
what I'm saying, right?
And this team doesn't look like they want to play for him right now. I don't know.
Well,
It's
that's
just
what I'm saying.
Body
he's
language.
not calling anybody out because he's afraid to probably offend his friends. He doesn't. You know what I mean? I don't know. How old's Sirianni? What's his age?
He's
Yeah,
probably late 40s.
Is he a 40-year-old guy? I don't know. Anyway,
He's fairly young.
but you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
right?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
He's
wanna,
44.
I blame.
He's a young guy.
Obviously, Petula gets a lot of the blame, but still, the players have to execute, and they don't look like they. But they don't look like they want to even be there. You see Jalen Hurts walking off the field. He's staring into the abyss, like you said.
I said it on Josh's show, Hanging with Henning, yesterday. I hate to agree with you, Billy, because I know how much it pumps your tires. But I was
know
always
sports, not like this dumb over here.
I was always in the camp where I was fine with Jalen Hurts not being the loud guy because not every leader needs to be.
Right.
But every once in a while, I want to see him throw a helmet on the sideline.
Exactly.
Throw an iPad on. It's like we're getting to the point now where we lose to the Chargers next week. There's a problem.
we're losing to the Chargers.
But
next
see, you
week.
know what? And we're going to have Rick talking on. We got to get going. But I remember back in the day, Talk would say, "Schweiner, don't get too excited."
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it." You
yeah.
know, and he always like that. Even he said, "Talk." He would say, "Schweiner, we don't need too many rah guys. You got to."
Well, guess what? You look at Tocchett's face on the side behind the bench. He's making facial expressions.
Did you see when they had too many men on the ice?
Yeah. You could tell he was pissed.
Yeah, we'll ask him about that. All right. On the other side, we will talk with the Flyers head coach, Rick Tocchet, and I can't wait. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. We'll be there on December 14th for our last Eagles pregame show there. We love La Scala's. It opened 3 summers ago now to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalaSBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll talk with the Flyers head coach, Rick Tocchet. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Join the Sports Bash every Monday live at the Fanatics Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Get your game on with the elevated bar and lounge, 12 slot machines, blackjack, roulette, and a dedicated area with 4 betting windows and 11 kiosks. The ultimate sportsbook experience. Go where fans become fanatics. The Fanatics Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort, and join the Sports Bash live from 2 to 6 with me, Mike Gill, every Monday.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again, again and again. Call and again, again and again.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein. If you're injured or if life takes an unexpected turn, you need a team that'll fight for you. At McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, you'll get battle-tested trial lawyers with decades of experience standing up for justice. Whether it's personal injury, criminal defense, or complex civil litigation, when everything is on the line, you want attorneys with experience and a reputation as one of the most successful firms in the United States. Call McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, 215-981-0999, or online at mpmpc.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Bring home a winter wonderland. Shop Lowe's limited-time doorbuster deals during Black Friday to save big on holiday staples. Show your cheer with select 2-quart poinsettias for $6 and shine and shimmer with 100-count holiday living incandescent string lights, now 4 for $10. Then get a fresh-cut Christmas tree, now 25% off. Your holiday list lives at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offers valid through 12/1. Poinsettias and fresh-cut trees in-store only. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Caesars Sportsbook app is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. Bet on gridiron action and earn perks on every game like hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RADIO20X and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 20 bets. Open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Max bet at $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, and producing today, Alex Berardis. And, we talked about our birds, and they're not doing too well. But, Bobby, you turn the channel, and you turn the Philadelphia Flyers on. They're playing some great hockey, Bobby.
You see what I'm wearing today, right?
Yeah, you guys are all fired up.
I told you
about the news that we're going to have Rick Tocchet in our locker room
Well, I didn't know that till I got here.
Yeah, okay. So now it's time to welcome into the locker room. Rick's a three-time Stanley Cup champion, 2 times as a coach, 1 as a player.
Right.
He got the Jack Adams Award. We got him in our locker room pocket. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room the head coach of the Philadelphia Flyers, Rick Tocchet. Good morning, Toc.
What's up, boys? How you guys doing?
Ricky,
what's going on, man? I had to bring Bobby in off the bench for you. You know that.
Listen, you two guys. I might have to bring you guys in the locker room. You guys are bouncing off the wall. I need that. some of our starts this year, we should have you guys start.
Yeah, Rick, you put Billy in a cheerleader outfit with pom-poms.
Yeah.
Hey,
anything to get a good start. Let's do it.
Hey, Talk, I got to tell you, I just text Chief, and I said, Chief, Chief, I got a real hockey coach on right now.
You can imagine his response, Rick.
Well, he won a Stanley Cup as a head coach, so he's got one up on me. So he's a hell of a coach. And I know we're all good friends with the guy. He's a hell of a coach.
Coach, they gave me the referee jersey. I feel like Wes McCauley over here trying to break these two up.
Yeah. Well, and he's actually Wes McCauley. He's bringing his name up. He's probably the best. I think he's the best ref in the league, by the way. So
he was doing our game a few nights ago.
Plug for him. What's that?
He was doing our game a few nights ago. He gave us the 5 minutes for fighting.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Hey,
yeah, he's really good. Yeah.
Hey, Talk, I got to tell you, man, I've texted you a few times about your post-game press. I've been very impressed with your post-game press conferences, and I know how difficult it must be because they're asking you all kind of questions. You got to watch what you say. But like Nick Sirianni, we were talking earlier about Nick Sirianni's press conferences. They're all bland, and they don't really They don't give you much. You know what I mean? So you all get the company line. You make a point. You do it in a way that you know what I mean. You don't expose any one particular player.
And you're not going roundabout in a roundabout way. You know, you answer the question honestly from the heart, and it comes through, man.
Yeah, you know what? I just my philosophy. I came from a market in Vancouver. You know, it's 24/7 the Canucks, and I mean they probably have 30 people covering the team, a lot of podcasts. So the one thing that they respect about me, and I felt you just want to give them your education why you did things. Listen, you're going to get criticized and whatever, and I try not. You don't. Sometimes people are going to say something or the monotonous questions. You can't really get upset. So I just try to educate, and then it is what it is. I don't really listen to social media. It doesn't make a difference to me decision wise. But I think you owe it to the reporters, even the fans, that hey, why did you play? Why this line? Why that line? System wise, it's okay to educate what you're trying to do. So, and then that's the good and the bad. So, to me, hey, you got to take it. That's the business we're in.
Well, you know what I think, Rick? I think that you're being yourself, and I think that's genuine. And you can see that. I mean, of course, I know you a lot better than your average person, but I mean, it comes through. Right, you know what I mean? Right. Your honesty comes through, and we really appreciate that. All right, Coach. What's one aspect of the Flyers this year? I know it's early in the early going. You guys are 14-7-3, got 31 points. What's one aspect of your game, the Flyers game this year, that are playing a lot better than what you thought they would?
Yeah, it's a really good question because when you come into a situation like this, like you guys know me, I'm all about the crest. And my job is develop, make guys better. Like that's my job, and that's why I was brought in here. But the first day I was hired, I was like, to me, I'm about the Flyers crest. I mean, that's what it's all about. And right from day one, I told the players this. So I think they've bought in. Yeah, listen, we've had our moments of had tough periods or maybe a tough game here or there, but when you're I think we've come back 11 times. We've won some overtime games, the shootouts and all that stuff, and we've put some good, exciting games out there. But the bottom line is, I think the players are buying into what we're. They know there's a lot of work to be done, but they want to have that crest, that Flyer. When a guy wears a Flyer hat or. Like Bob, do you have a sweater on or something?
Man,
that's my point. Like it's probably in the closet the last few years.
You're right. Guess what, Rick? You're absolutely right. I had to brush off the dust when I took it off.
No, I mean, you guys know what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, you're around town and it should be. You got Eagles everywhere because they just won the Super Bowl last year. I mean, they won the Super Bowl a few years ago. Like, their brand, and we got to get back to be relevant. And there's a lot of work to be done, and I just love seeing that Flyer crest, and I think we got to protect it. And how do you protect it? Is be a selfless team. We're all. It's always about the team, and then obviously individual moments happen. We have some really good players coming up, and we got to hone their skills and make them better. So that's just what I believe in.
Hey, Rick. So you come back to basically Philadelphia's like your second home. I mean, you made such great friends when you were here the first time. You came to Ocean City. You're good friends with Chris Oves and me and Bill. You know what I mean. So people, they're really pulling for you here. I want to talk about pressure. coming back here, you feel like added pressure because you know all these people you met in the first round, your first time here. Like, what's that feel like? You feel like
it's good. Like when I was the Flyer, the area, the Jersey Shore, playing for the Flyers, meeting people that helped me grow as I'm a 19-year-old kid coming here. So a lot of my early years of becoming a man and maturing. So I owe a lot to this community, right? And then life's strange, right? You take off, and then I've been around here for 20, 25 years. You got other endeavors, other teams you get hired by, and then you get it's a full circle, right? Now it's like, I just want to be part of the solution. I want to be part of this whole thing, and I know a lot of people, and they're even my friends, they're pulling for you. Yeah. Is there pressure? Yeah, but that's the game we're in, and who wants to be in something when there's no pressure?
Exactly.
I mean, it's like. You know what I mean? It's just like a hockey team in April when you're playing for nothing. There's no pressure. It sucks, right? So we want the pressure. I mean, and then it's how you handle it. And for me, handling pressure is about being prepared. If you're prepared, you got a good shot at having good results. That's the way I look at it.
I want to ask you a question about last night's game when Billy and I were talking about how we're talking about players with emotion and whatnot, and we're talking about Nick Sirianni. He's the head coach and what we think. And when Zegras made that, we could tell like when we had the too many men on the ice. We're making facial expressions. We can see do you know you're doing that, or I mean, because we can see that.
No, I mean, I got to be careful.
That was funny.
Actually, I'm not a really emotional. I'm not a big yeller and screamer, but sometimes I got to be careful because the facial expressions. You're like, but the thing like Trevor. Here's the thing with a guy like Trevor, right? He makes the mistake. St. Louis, he made a couple of bonehead mistakes his first couple of shifts, and I'm like. There's two ways to go, right? You tell him, and if he does it again, you bench him, or you talk to him and say, you got to do the right thing, and he bounces back. He gets, he got a goal. So I mean, you got to grow with these guys. They're going to make mistakes, just as long as they're honest mistakes.
See, that's where I don't think Sirianni. I don't think Sirianni's doing that. Like Rick just said.
You don't know.
I don't think Sirianni's doing that to his players.
We know Rick.
Man.
We don't know Sirianni. You don't know what he's doing.
I'm just saying. I don't think Sirianni's doing what Rick's doing. How about that?
See, Coach, I've been dealing with this all morning here.
He just won the Super Bowl last year, so come on.
I know, right?
Well, we won 3 Super Bowls, Rick, in a row. That's what we want.
But Coach,
exactly.
A guy who I've been clamoring about for a while now is Tyson Forster. This kid, I think, has all the makings to be a 40 goal scorer for this team for the future to come. I feel like he's taken the biggest steps from last year to this year, and his development's been great. Is that more of what we're going to see with these prospects in Lehigh and kids we have in college?
Yeah, for Tyson, he's a hockey player. He's still working on his game. He still wants to work on his skating and things, but he knocks down pucks. He gets his shot off. He penalty kills for us. He's a hockey player. That's what I love about him. And as for the prospects, the Martones, he's another guy. He's just a scrappy guy. He's a hockey player. He knocks the same thing as Tyson. These guys they know how to play the game. They go around the net, they tip pucks, and they get those greasy goals. Those are the guys that you got to have those guys on your team. Nesbitt, a big 6'4" centerman. I really liked him this in training camp. He was 18 years old, and his hockey brain, he's going to grow in. He's going to get stronger. But I like this kid. These are building blocks with our 23, 24-year-olds and the Mitchkoffs of the world, those type of guys. So. That's what, we're trying to build. I know they call it the brick by brick, but we're trying to build a foundation with these young guys coming up. And then, maybe next year or the year after that, you take a stab in free agency. We have a lot of cap space. Danny's done a nice job of evaluating players. So, we're in the right direction, but we like I said to you guys, we got a long way to go.
We're talking with the Flyers head coach, Rick Tocchet. Back in the day when you played, it was a different game, and I love the fact that you have Delorier in there. He provides a spark to this team, that fourth line, Hathaway. Those guys, you like that physical play. It's still part of the game, right? Remember you used to talk to me about intimidation when I said, when you really stepped up your goal production, I said, what's the difference? And you told me you got respect. People are giving you space out in front of the net. Because you've been preaching to these guys get in front of the net, get those work like Tim Kerr. He got most of his goals right in front of the net.
Right. Well, the intimidation is a little bit different when we play till now. How to use it. Like now you can intimidate with your speed, your team play. A team that's, oh my God, they're around the net all night. They're tough to play against. Every time I touch a puck, they're going through you. That's kind of intimidation. Now listen, to have a guy like Nick, who's probably he could be the toughest guy in the league.
Yeah.
It's good to have a guy like him, and he knows does he play every game? Probably not, because we have to get some of these young guys in. So it's good to have a guy like that, and he's working on his game too. Like even though he's a little bit older, but today's intimidation is a little bit different, but it's still good to have and use it. I used to use intimidation around the net. Like if you can own your space, then all of a sudden the guy's going to play soft on you, and all of a sudden you get that rebound goal like late in the game. That's what I'm trying to preach to our guys is like stay inside all game. I know it's hard, and you might have some ice bags after the game, but you're going to get those extra goals. Like guys will play a little softer on you because you just keep going at a guy all night, and who wears down first, right? That's that mental warfare that you always try to instill in your players.
Hey, so Toc, I got one more question for you. So you're at the fourth youngest team in the league. Okay,
yeah.
You're off to a decent start. I mean, I'm digging this, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Continued great success. We're hoping the best for you. Fourth youngest team in the league. I'm wondering if we beat the Panthers and the Islanders and the Devils. It's a long season. Do you think this team, as the fourth youngest team going forward, will be able to sustain this? You know what I mean? Is it an anomaly?
Yeah.
Where do you think? You know what I mean? What
yeah,
because you're playing teams that have a lot more experience, playoff experience down the road. It's a long season.
You guys just had a great road trip, Toc. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
Can you sustain this?
No. Yeah, it's a great question. It's the unknown. All I know is that we have to create an environment for players to handle this pressure. I mean, we're still chasing that 60-minute game where we can handle the pressure. We're doing a pretty good job lately, but for me right now, we got to stay on top of each other. Like there's just moments in the game when a team's making putting a press on us, where we got to hold. You got to hold. You got to execute through those pressure situations. We're getting better at it because if the pressure is going to mount. I mean, it's what is it going into December?
Yeah.
Every game's obviously important, but when all of a sudden you start playing teams now, like listen, nobody expects us to be where we're at, and now you go into games like, hey, we're not going to take this team lightly now. Now they're going to give us our.
You're going to get a better effort.
They're going to give us the A game.
Yeah,
well, they're going to give the A game. They'll probably. Maybe they might play their starting goalie against us. So now we got to be prepared for that. We got to raise our level of play, our expectations. But still, I got to be careful too, because sometimes when you put too much heat on a player or the team, I got to make them feel comfortable, but also play uncomfortable. That's the hardest thing as a coach is to get your team to have those both qualities, right? I want these guys to come to the rink, feel comfortable what we're doing. But when we hit the ice, it's got to be uncomfortable. You got to, when you finish a game, and I know I said it a couple of minutes ago, you got to have the ice bags on, man. That's just the way the game is. That's when you've really laid it on the line.
That's awesome to hear, man. I love it.
Talk a guy all the fans want to hear about, of course, is Matvei Michkov. Talk of the town since he's landed here in Philly. You coming in as a new coach here in Philadelphia, has there been any learning curve with the language barrier and trying to have a good player-coach relationship? Has there been any trials and tribulations with that?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It's been a little bit. It's getting better. The language barrier has been a little tough, even with our assistant coaches our assistant coach, the guys I brought are phenomenal guys. They're teaching him every day. There's a lot to. I know people. He's a lightning rod here. People want him to play 20 minutes. Everybody wants him all this want, but there's a lot to be learned. To be a great player in this league, and he wants to learn. He's at every meeting. He's listening. We have the translator sometimes, but every once in a while, I don't want the translator, and I want him to learn.
Right. Yeah.
Learn. Our assistant coach Yogi. He I think every other day he makes them learn 5 different words, new words. Back check, forward check, all those sort of things, right? So it's a work in progress, but. He's a great kid. He wants to learn, and we just got to, I know the process, it's the most overused word in pro sports, probably here in Philly, the process. But it is true, though, right? It's like an everyday thing, doing the right things, eating properly. How do you practice? Are you taking information? When you're on the ice, are you in a team system, but you're allowed to be creative also? So that's kind of the sweet spot we're trying to find with everybody on our team.
Well, Toc, I got to tell you, man, I really appreciate you taking some time to talk with us. My brother Bobby,
I feel like it's the old days with him.
We know you so well. I am so ecstatic for you. And I wish you really a lot of luck the rest of the season with this team. You're doing a great job. Continue the great work, and we're all pulling for you, man.
Way to go, Rick.
No, I appreciate it, man. Great show, and we'll chat down the road.
You got it, man. Nice talking to you.
All right, thanks, Toc.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Rick talking on the Tom's River Volkswagen.
So,
Sports Hotline.
you hear what he said? He said they come off the bench, and he says, you better get your act together. Sirianni doesn't do that. I guarantee you, man. Rick, and this is the honesty that you talked about with Rick.
He's honest.
Would Sirianni have made that interview?
No.
What do you think, Alex? What do you think? Would Sirianni be
he would have given you the
as
company.
honest as Rick was right there?
I feel like Sirianni's past few interviews, he's just been playing press on the record button because it's the same thing we get every week.
He tells it. When a guy comes off the bench after a mistake, I'm going to get in his face.
Well, you know what? You're just he was so honest right there.
I know it.
You know what I mean? We know he was honest.
Well, maybe we made him feel comfortable. I don't know. But all I do know is he says when somebody makes a mistake coming off the ice, he gets in his face. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Or challenges him.
At least bring it to their attention. You got to straighten this out.
I don't think Sirianni's doing that.
All right. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, and Alex Berardis right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. It's a critical showdown in the AFC South.
First and goal from the 8. Stroud throws in, so great hands, caught, touchdown.
Will C.J. Stroud return? Or will Davis Mills lead to Houston, Texas into Indianapolis against Daniel Jones and our first-place Colts?
Jones throwing, caught by Downs at the 1, and in for the touchdown.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at noon.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
With Black Friday savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,400 off, plus get free delivery on select appliances like LG, America's most reliable line of appliances. Check out the newest LG refrigerator with new mini craft ice, straight from the dispenser. Shop Black Friday savings on select LG appliances, plus get free delivery now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid 11/5 through 12/3. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Imagine being the wizard of your own home. With Xfinity, intelligent self-healing Wi-Fi fixes problems like magic. It boostifies speeds to your devices when you need it most, and makes your favorite Wicked content sparklify on every screen. All while a spell of protection helps keep your family safe online. When you're out in Oz, Xfinity Mobile joins Wi-Fi and 5G to keep your phone connected from here to the Emerald City. If you had the most intelligent Wi-Fi from Xfinity, everything would work together for good. And now you can cast a spell to stop time and keep your internet bill steady for 5 whole years with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No contracts or commitments with amazifying equipment included. Xfinity, imagine that. And see Wicked for good, only in theaters November 21st. Restrictions apply. Select plans only. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, Alex Berardis. That was cool. That was great talking.
Not only am
I
better than looking than you, but I ask better questions.
Yeah, you're
you know
dumb.
I mean?
You're better. You don't know anything about. You don't know anything about hockey.
All the people got to do is look right on the thing. I'm way better looking than you.
Anyway, but you know what? I am pulling for him, and I know everybody that knows him personally.
That's why I said
like they're pulling for him
and
more.
The
you know
Bowmans,
what I mean? Yeah.
and he knew a ton of people down here. Remember, we used to go to like
but
Maynard's.
Remember, you know what, Alex? We used to play a game when we were with the boys. It would be like me, Chief, Horchek, Scotty Melby, and whoever sat in the front it was a team. Whoever sat in the back was a team. And you hit the search on the radio, right. And the first song it came to, you had to name it, the name of the song and who sang it.
Right.
And you play a game.
Right.
We used to play it all the time. Every time we drove somewhere, it was great. Bobby.
Get her going, kid.
But listen, man, the Eagles are struggling right now. They're not playing great football. We got to hope they turn it around somehow. But we got the Flyers. Like, after the game the other night, you were over Baltunas' house. You were talking about the Flyers.
I put the Flyers game on while the Eagles game were on. I couldn't even watch it. It was unbelievable. But I got to tell you, Bill, and I've said this, right at the end of the interview. Talking about the Eagles and coaching, I think it starts at Sirianni, dude. I'm sorry. After listening to Tocchet and his responses to our questions, there's no doubt about it in my mind. It's Sirianni holds a lot of responsibility for this debacle that's the Eagles right now.
Well, the Eagles better turn it around, Alex.
Yeah, we got the Negadelphia talks from the Eagles, but we do have the Fantasy Football Guru coming up at 11:30. If you want to get some questions in, text us at 609-403-0973.
Very good. Questions for the Guru, 609-403-0973. On the other side, we'll talk with Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, brought to you by the Vassar Pool Service. And then my Fantasy Football Guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar at 11:30. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, and producer today, Alex Berardis, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Ryan Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Mike Golick and I will be in Washington, D.C. this weekend as the red-hot 9-2 Denver Broncos take on the Washington Commanders. Bo Nix and the Broncos have it rolling, having won 8 straight games, while the Commanders have struggled, losing each of their last 6. Which streak will continue? Join us to find out. It's the Broncos at the Commanders on Sunday Night Football.
Listen to Sunday Night Football. Coverage begins at 8 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN.
Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Warm up this fall with an incredible seafood boil. Try the Uncle George with succulent snow crabs, tasty mussels, and shrimp. There's the Pete's Feast with 2 pounds of sweet succulent crab legs, a dozen shrimp, clams, and a pound of mussels. Or create your own boil. Add a lobster tail or a delicious Dungeness cluster. Include smoked sausage, corn, and potatoes, served in our tasty broth, made with white wine and our signature seasonings. a shellfish lover's dream at Chickies and Pete's. Hi, it's Pete from Chickie and Pete's, the official sports bar of your world champion Philadelphia Eagles. Go where the players go. Come join us all season for Eagles pep rallies, watch parties, and the best in-game experience anywhere. Ice-cold draft beer, world-famous food, and fan-friendly fun for every Eagles game. Every Monday night in South Philly, the Jordan Mailata Show, presented by Miller Lite, followed by Chickie and Pete's Players Lounge with a current player, hosted by Ike Reese and Hugh Douglas. Go where the players go. Chickies and Pete's.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 50% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Hey guys, listen up. The holiday season is here. Don't you want to look your best for that special lady? At New Jersey Trim Clinic, we're South Jersey's #1 choice for weight loss injections, and we're here to help you shed those extra pounds and feel great. Imagine slipping into that favorite outfit and turning heads this holiday season. Our cutting-edge GLP weight loss injections are designed to help you lose those stubborn pounds and transform your body. No extreme dieting or grueling workouts needed. With real results and countless success stories from men just like you, it's time to take the first step towards the new you. Our convenient location in Somers Point, New Jersey is ready to support your weight loss journey with personalized plans tailored just for you. Don't wait. Visit us today at njtrimclinic.com or call us at 609-382-TRIM. That's 609-382-8746. Take advantage of the opportunity to look and feel amazing this holiday season. Your transformation starts now at New Jersey Trim Clinic.
Caesars Sportsbook app is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. Bet on gridiron action and earn perks on every game like hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RADIO20X and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 20 bets. Open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
They've got him. It's a sack.
Sixers.
Oh, baby.
And Flyers.
He scored!
97.3 ESPN. WENJ. WENJ HD. Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Red 83.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, all fired up today, and Alex Berardis. But I got to tell you, man, I remember all the times that I would talk about stuff, and he would always kind of school me back then about how to think about certain things and stuff.
Right.
Don't be a rah-rah all the time. Don't.
Yeah,
get
but
too
you know what?
out of
Here's
it.
the guy, Bill. I got to say,
But hold on. If it wasn't for, in a way, being friends with Chief and Talk has actually helped me with the radio.
But I got it. There's no doubt about that.
Right,
It kind of gives you like street cred.
Yeah, right.
Because you're a punk other than that. I mean, I kick your butt left and right. But anyway,
I never lost a fight. You always kicked your ass.
Yeah, you're a cheap shot.
Yeah,
guy.
that's right.
all.
I get my knuckles in first.
When I'm not looking, Alex, he always snakes.
Poke in the eyes or something?
These guys. He kicked the icicle, hit me in the jaw. He's one of those guys. You know what I mean? Gets down at the end of the street and calls you names because he's going to run into
You think you know a guy. You think you know a guy.
I got to say, but it felt like with Tocchet, like, oh my God, I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah.
But we used to hang out. It felt like no time is. You know what I mean? It felt
times.
Yeah, fell right back in the saddle there.
And I just texted him. I said, "Did you give the guys off today?" And he said, "Absolutely." I said, "They deserve it."
Yeah.
After that road trip, Alex.
Yeah, we got 6 games coming up all at home at the Xfinity Mobile Center. 3-1 on the road stand.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
this
good.
team's buzzing.
I dusted
right now.
off my. See this?
man.
Honest to God,
He knew
when I
you
took
had
it off the hanger, I was surprised it even fit me.
All right, now it's time to go talk with Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, sponsored by the Vassar Pool Service. Not happy with your pool people? Call the Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda.
What's up, gentlemen?
Dude, you're all fired up
We
too.
boo because we care. You guys, I mean, that's a great.
I love that. I need one of those. I need one of those.
Yeah, we got to pass that one around.
Come on,
dude.
man. By the way, real quick, PJ, I'm getting rid of my Hertz jersey.
Listen, you could hear the stadium booing all the way in Ocean City.
You know what, man? I was like calling for the booze. Like, where are they? Well, they I knew they were coming. It's just a little longer.
And you know what? We all noted the fact that the Kirk Herbstreit and Al Michaels, they kept mentioning the fact, if they don't make the first down, wait to hear the boo birds. It's like they were loving the fact. Guess what? I'm glad we boo, and we got every right to boo because we have high expectations for this team, and they're underachieving.
I couldn't agree with you more, Billy. I'm glad that we were there, and the team was all the fans were letting them know exactly how we felt. It was like a disgrace, It really was.
Were you in attendance, PJ? Were you there? Did you go to the game?
I was not. I was getting my back worked on.
Oh, okay.
Your back, my back. I can't even sleep at night.
I know, man. We're falling apart. We're getting old, Billy. We're getting old, man.
So PJ, let's start. Well, let's talk about the Eagles first, and then we'll get into the Flyers because we'll start off with the bad, and then we'll end with the good. But and we're not even going to talk Sixers today.
Nick Earnshaw.
By the way, I said to him yesterday, Nick, you think the Sixers are going to win a championship this year?
I don't want to even hear what he has to say. I want to hear what PJ has to say about the Eagles.
Put your finger on what is the problem with the Eagles right now in your estimation?
I mean, I'm not going to point the finger as much on our defense as I am on the offense and what's going on there because our defense has obviously spent a lot more time on the field than they should be, not getting the rest in and things along those lines. Not that I think that they played amazing these last 2 games at all. It was really rough watching them play against Dallas, knowing that I'm my father. I'm hearing it.
Father's a Cowboy.
That had to be tough.
Dr. Corda.
It was brutal.
Look at him shaking his head.
It was a letdown.
But you were in Vegas though, weren't you?
I was. Thank God I was a couple thousand miles
Hey,
away.
PJ, if you don't mind me asking, how'd you get to Vegas? Did you fly American or how'd you get there?
No. We did. We flew. We were.
You did the corporate deal?
We flew commercially. You know what I mean? And
okay.
But
just ask you. I got some jets for you.
I was regretting it the whole way.
That's probably what happened to your back.
I know. That's why I'm in the shape I'm in. I think I agree with you.
So, Bobby, my brother's really down on Sirianni. He said obviously it starts at the top.
It goes downhill, man.
What runs downhill. But if Sirianni is not confronting the players, like you just heard our interview with Rick Tocchet, if he's got to pull Zegras aside or Michkov and tell them, hey, you got to do this. This is the way you got to do it.
I don't think Sirianni's doing that, dude. I think he's too friendly with the players. He's a players coach.
And let me just say, that's your perception.
That's my perception. I don't know that for a fact. It's a gut feeling. I just don't think he's calling his players out.
There's no emotion there, right? Like it just doesn't. You see even at the end of the game, there's no urgency. Nobody's really trying. It just seemed like a lack of effort on all parts. Like our offensive line wasn't holding together. Our defensive line looked like they were barely trying. It just didn't look good. It just didn't look good. It looked like it was,
there's something missing, and it's I don't know if it's a rift with the players, a rift between the players and the coach, or it's just a Super Bowl hangover. Bobby, there's just no.
Well, we know we're not that bad. We know we're not that. There's no way we're that bad. We're not that bad.
I think a big problem. I think a big problem that happened on Friday was the defense has been holding up their end of the bargain week after week after week after playing good offense after good offense after good offense. The dam's going to break at some point when the offense isn't doing their part.
Right.
The defense,
you can only hold on for so long.
You can only hold on for so long.
Exactly.
I thought it was going to happen in the Detroit game, but they showed up that game. it was inevitable.
Well,
They've been playing Super Bowl caliber defense for so long. The dam was going to break eventually. It just happened to be this past week.
I don't know. We can talk about the Super Bowl hangover. We can talk about, this, that, and we know they're good. I can't help but think, I'm sorry. I'm starting to turn my attention on Sirianni. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying it isn't his fault. I will say that the touchdown passes that were thrown by Jalen Hurts were not good passes. Can we?
Well, that 50-50 ball was. I mean, they should be doing that a lot more because they know that A.J. Brown's going to come up with that.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
You just got to get it in the ballpark for him. Just get it in.
Right. So that's a 50-50. When I saw the pass, I'm like, but then you do a 50-50 pass. How many times have they done the 50-50 pass with A.J.? Probably 2 times this year.
Not much.
The fourth down. The fourth down where they didn't convert it in Green Bay, and then pretty much Friday.
So you think you got to have confidence in this guy? Here's another thing too with Jalen Hurts. The guy played for Alabama. He played for Oklahoma. His dad's a coach. I like what you and Clemick said the other day about maybe they ought to let him call the plays a little bit. He's got a feeling. He's got coach pedigree. His dad's a coach, right?
He's stoic. He's got that coach mentality.
I mean,
let him call the play? Can't do any worse than Batula.
Who else in the league has his experience?
We got nothing to lose there. We got nothing to lose by giving him a shot.
Here's what's unacceptable. After the bye week, 10-7 to Green Bay, 16-9 Detroit, and then of course against the Cowboys 24-21, and then 15-24. They just their offense is anemic. They can't get it. I mean they can't stay on the field. They're like 3 and out, and they're starting to turn the ball over.
The first half of the Dallas game, we played good. We were on top of it. We were throwing the ball. We actually looked like we had some chemistry going. And then whatever happened after halftime,
24 unanswered points.
It was the script. It was a script. They scripted the first however many plays because the first drive took like 4 plays. It wasn't that long. Right. Well, you usually script the first 15, 20 plays, right?
Right.
I think that was a scripted game going into, and then once the script was over,
it's almost like these
Patullo
guys
crapped himself.
Right. It's almost like these guys, they can turn it on and turn it off. Like, you know what I mean? They can do that well, like you said, and then all of a sudden,
moments
boom.
of greatness, and then all of a sudden
it's like they put it on cruise control. They just, I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. Can you think of another team that has performed like this, where they're such a dominating team with such weapons? And they fold like I don't know any other team in history like that.
I don't think anybody has the talent that we have on offense. I mean, all our weapons, right? PJ
reminds me of our Philadelphia Phillies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Right. All these guys are supposed to be superstars. They get to the playoffs, they can't hit. All right, real quick before we let you go. How about the Flyers, man? Are you pumped up or what?
Oh, man, what a great game last night. On the road in New Jersey, and they have been playing really well at home. So it was a big game for us to come into their stadium and really set the tone. We came out, scored the first goal. Honestly, we should have scored a couple more. There was a few that we missed that were like, I mean,
that guy, he was standing on his head.
By the way,
too,
that play that Cam York made when he took the ball and then he shoveled it on the backhand to connect and he rocketed by. That was a pretty play, man.
I mean, it looked nice out there. We looked like we had a lot of good chemistry and we were getting great opportunities. I love that when Mitch Goff got called for a terrible call. It was not cross-checking. He barely leaned on.
Yeah, but the guy was bleeding though, right?
Oh, crying like a baby. And then he comes out and he makes up for it and scores the goal right out the gate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
they evened up that call anyway. The next call they called a slashing on somebody. So
PJ, we just had talking on, right? We love his demeanor, his honesty. Like, come on, man. He tells it like it is. He's not Sirianni's is doing the company line bull crap. He doesn't let anybody in. You know what I mean?
He's like a politician, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like a real guy that you're talking to about his team. He's speaking from the heart, and Sirianni's like giving you the answer that you would get.
Exactly. PJ. He had to run
shaking hands and kissing babies.
Run for office.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, ready? Watch this. How about the Sixers? I'm not even talking about them. They're.
Well, look at this. I got my Sixers.
You got another knee.
Put that away.
Wow, that looks like 14-12.
No, it's not going well, boys. But we'll get there. We'll see. But no, I mean, we got a lot of dead weight on that team, so we got to see what's going to happen there.
All right, PJ. Listen, man. Take care of your back. I'll see you after the show, and we appreciate you. And thanks for checking in.
Appreciate it, boys.
All right, PJ. Good seeing you, pal.
Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, sponsored by the Vassar Pool Service. Not happy with your pool people? Call the Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Vassar Pool Service. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. McCann Appraisers for all your real estate appraisal needs. Call John A. McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial, residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Bobby Schweiman, Alex Berardis, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Join the Sports Bash every Monday live at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Get your game on with the elevated bar and lounge, 12 slot machines, blackjack, roulette, and a dedicated area with 4 betting windows and 11 kiosks. The ultimate sportsbook experience. Go where fans become fanatics. The Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. And join the Sports Bash live from 2 to 6 with me, Mike Gill, every Monday.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
With Black Friday savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,400 off, plus get free delivery on select innovative appliances like GE Profile. Add a touch of ease to your holiday with the all-in-one combo to wash and dry your laundry in one machine. And refrigerators with built-in convenient features like the dual dispense autofill water pitcher. Shop Black Friday savings on select GE Profile appliances, plus get free delivery now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid 11/5 through 12/3. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Comcast Business is celebrating the holidays by giving your business the $1,000 holiday bonus when you switch to a gig speed internet package. Just imagine the thousands of possibilities of a $1,000 prepaid card. Like possibility number 12, a new laptop for the office holiday hero. Or possibility number 108, smart speakers to deck those hallways. Or possibility number 192, new equipment for the new year. Or possibility number 555, Bluetooth holiday lights for office decor. Switch to Comcast Business, designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect, plus advanced cybersecurity, and now get the $1,000 holiday bonus. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 12/14/25. New customers only with 2-year agreement. Requires qualifying gig package. Other restrictions apply.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, Alex Berardis. And now let's get back to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room my agent at the beach. Went to Arizona State, Mark Grimes. Good morning, Grimesy.
Oh, you throw out Arizona State. We got our butts whooped by U of A, man. I don't know.
Yeah, what happened, Grimesy?
Same thing happened with the Eagles. Didn't show up. They ain't showing up.
It couldn't have been that bad. I don't think Arizona played as bad as the Eagles did.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Grimesy,
true.
what's going on with the Eagles, man?
I don't know, man. Hey, listen, should I address you as Robert J. Schwein? Did I see on the screen here or Bobby
Listen,
Schwein?
I am a professional there, Grimes. You know, I'm a professional airline pilot.
You know what the J stands for, right?
Yeah,
right. Hey, Grimes, you ever run into that guy? Hey, Grimes, you ever run on the guy that had the bullhorn? Remember you were on the boardwalk?
Oh, yeah. We're going to – hey, Billy, we're getting him next summer.
That's so funny.
I know exactly what that guy looks like. Hey, hold on. Is Bobby in the house today because they grounded the 737-800, 600 of them?
Did they really? For American?
No. I guess UPS, all the older planes. I guess,
no, that was the MD-11. That was the MD-11 that crashed.
MD-11, yeah. And by the way, I will say this, and I texted Bobby. My heart sunk when I saw that happen because obviously I completely forgot what airline you.
Right.
I know you do the.
I'm Amazon.
I'm
Amazon.
I saw that, all right, yeah.
Actually, the captain that was on the plane worked for our company.
Did he really? Really?
Yep. He left our company, went over there.
That was a nasty crash.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was so sad. Yeah. So sad.
All right, Grimes, talk to us about your birds because they're just like Bobby made a good point. Like they're not that bad. They got great weapons. They got great players, personnel on the defense. They got great weapons. What's wrong with this team?
Well, listen, I put it on. I definitely put it on Hurts, and I put it on this offensive coordinator, and I put it on Sirianni.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying all show long. I think it runs downhill, Grimesy. The coach has got to be responsible.
They showed 2 plays where AJ was wide open and Goddard was wide open, and this guy just listen. I love Hurts in reference to how tough he is. But the man can't see downfield. I've been saying this for I don't know how many years now. He can't. I would trade him one up. I'm being serious about this. To not follow this, if you approach the Cincinnati Bengals and you said, "Hey, you give us Burrow, we give you AJ Hurts," do you think they do that deal?
No. No, I don't think they
would. He's been hurt his whole career.
Listen, Eric Grimesy, we know Hurts can do it. He has done it. I get what you're
Super
saying.
Bowl MVP.
But, I mean, you watch that Super Bowl he played fantastic.
He did.
So he has that capability. So, when you
obviously – see, I think it's deeper than I think there's a rift. There's got to be something.
No, there's no rift,
you don't
Billy.
think so?
No, man. I think it starts at the top, Sirianni, and obviously Jalen Hurts is in a fog right now. He's in a funk because this guy's pedigree. He played for Oklahoma, Alabama. I mean, the guy's. Listen, he's not a prototypical.
Well, you know what? He hasn't been running all that much lately.
Right, he hasn't been running.
A lot of these announcers, they're all saying, well, he needs to start running more to open up everything
Well,
else.
they need to be designed quarterback runs. That was such a big part
of
the
they
offense.
had a couple of those, and it went for 2 yards. But they were designed, though.
Yeah, but it's like with the run game, Saquon runs the ball only 13 times now. You don't just go away from the run game. The run game's got to you got to work on it to be able to
Listen,
it to work.
it's top to bottom. It's special teams. It's everybody right now.
Well, I have a question. This is the question I was talking about. Grimesy, Bobby, Billy. If there's another collapse this year and we're a first round one and done, we kind of just limp into the playoffs. God forbid the Cowboys just somehow take the division over us. 2 collapses in 3 years. Is Sirianni gone?
Well,
can I just say this? Yeah. Vrabel was very tempting to go after. I think
I'll tell you what.
That was the coach. Believe it or not, that was the coach. So. Yeah.
Grimesy, how about the Philadelphia? We just had Rick Tocchet on, and it's really refreshing when he talks about his players. It seems like he's honest with you. You know what I mean? He's not like Sirianni, who sugarcoats everything, gives you the company line.
Listen, I know that's your boy. That's the only reason I'm watching the Flyers, because of Tocchet, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
I watched that game the other night when they were down that player for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And then
that was fantastic.
Yeah. It was unbelievable, and hey, it goes from the top down. So Tocchet's the real deal. I remember, I'm going to throw you, hey, Billy, you're going to appreciate this. So back in the day when Tocchet had his house in Ocean City, Rob Lascala was right across the street. And Night in Venice was wild back then. Wild.
I remember staggering in there.
Oh, yeah. Having those two guys across the street from each other, Lascala, oh, my God.
What was it, Gilbert Avenue? Right next to the Bowmans.
Gilbert? Yeah, right next to the Bowmans on Gilbert Avenue. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you know what? You're right.
Bring up one more stat, Lane Johnson. Like, what are the stats of having Lane Johnson out?
15 and 24. They're 15 and 24 when he doesn't play, or 25 now.
I'm telling you, it's huge. It's huge not having him in there. Huge.
Yeah, but I don't think that's.
Bob, the whole offensive
I get it,
but
come on, Billy. I mean, the guys. Lane Johnson's what, 30?
Grimesy, these games are won up front, defensive and offensive lines. That's where the games are won. That's never going to change. That's how it is, man.
In the trenches. In the trenches, no doubt about it. Yep.
Grimesy, talk to it real quick. Get your Sixers take on what are they doing? Like, is there any?
They're hurt. No, they're hurt. We're loaded with guards. Listen, I think we're just playing through trial and error who our best players are, and I like this team. Believe it or not, I like all the players. Yeah, well, I just like the guards. I think we started out strong. Embiid's done. He's cooked. You forget him. He's done.
Right.
His knees are shot. I don't think we're ever going to see Joel Embiid that we saw 2 years ago that won the MVP.
Unfortunately, I think you're right, and but I got to tell you, man, thank God that the Flyers are playing inspired hockey. Like you heard talking about the crest. He's instilled that into the guys. It's about the team. You know what I mean? There's no I in team. There's no I in team, Grimesy.
No doubt about it. No doubt about that.
All right, Mark Grimes. Did you have a great Thanksgiving?
I had a great. Had 35 McGonagalls over. I was the bartender. Jules was the chef. It was phenomenal. Hopefully, you guys had a very, very good Thanksgiving.
We did,
I will say this real quick. I lost a brother a couple weeks ago, and I know you guys are two brothers. Cherish it, man. We're in our 60s, so cherish it.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
So good. Yes.
We're going to be at Lascala's on the 14th of December for our last Eagles pregame show. We do the 1 o'clock games. We go to Lascala's. You got to come on down. We'll have a little holiday cheer.
I will stop over to that. I will stop over. Hey, I will be at a. It's funny. I'm going to the 13th, taking Judge Donio to a Villanova game. But make long story short, I walked in there the other night. Client of mine gave me court seats, and Saquon was in the.
Really?
Yeah, he was at the Villanova game the other night. He was sitting there. Me and my son walk in, and we walk to this little VIP section, and then there's my son's like, Saquon over there. I'm like, oh my God, it is. And he's just sitting with just 2 or 3 other people. No one bother him, just doing his thing at the Nova game. It's wild.
I love it when we turn a Sixers game on. I see Grimes right behind a Sixers bench.
Yeah, well, I'll be there soon. My daughter asked me to get her. She loves McCain, so I'm going to take her up to a game here shortly. Hopefully I'll be on that screen shortly.
All right, Grimesy.
On the bench. All right.
Have a good one. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Love you guys.
I love you, man. There's Mark Grimes of the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. He's a big fan. He goes a lot of games.
Yeah, he
man.
does. And he knows, listen.
He's good friends with Calipari.
Is he really?
You got to get him on one day.
There you go. Use your connections, man.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of
Love
beer,
that
wine, and
store.
spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Go down there and say hello to Chet, JM, Will, Jason, they do a great job. Matter of fact, Bob, when you go in there, they think you're me.
Yeah,
right?
they do all the time.
I get down there. All right, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. You know, they opened up a La Scala's in the Ocean Casino. You got to get there too. La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine opened 3 summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's, located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's thescalasbeachhouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll talk with my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, and Alex Berardis right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. It's a critical showdown in the AFC South.
First and goal from the 8. Stroud throws end zone. Great hands. Caught. Touchdown.
Will C.J. Stroud return? Or will Davis Mills lead the Houston Texans into Indianapolis against Daniel Jones and a first-place Colts?
Jones throwing. Caught by Downs at the 1 and in for the touchdown.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at noon.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the Locker Room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the Locker Room sent you.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ready to shop? Target's Cyber Monday deals are loading now and moving fast. Score 25% off beauty kits for every look and style, up to 50% off clothing and shoes for the whole fam, and 50% off top holiday gifts. Plus, brand new surprise deals you haven't seen all year. Shop on Target.com or in the Target app for free delivery. But don't wait. These deals are 2 days only. Save more on Cyber Monday with Target. Free shipping applies to orders over $35.
Nothing goes together better with game day than world-famous wings. Tails and ears from the Piccalilli Inn. Choose mouth-watering flavors like Jim Beam Maple, Garlic Parm, Hot Honey, Spicy or Classic Buffalo, plus 6-packs to go. Skip the lame chains and order from the original Piccalilli Inn, Route 206, Chemung, New Jersey. Order now at Piccalilli.com.
If you can't stop in, stop back. The Piccalilli Inn.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live in the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein here today. Of course, Alex Berardis co-hosting and producing today. And we want to send a shout-out to Scotty McKay.
Yeah.
He was a co-host with me for many years, few years.
Good friend. He
played a lot of hockey, and he was part of the crew.
You played hockey with him, right?
Yeah.
And then
he had a very serious brain bleed. And
yeah, that's
we hope he's making a good recovery. He's back. He's the head coach of the Cherokee High School hockey team.
Yeah.
And I heard he's back behind the bench. So
okay, good.
Godspeed.
So he's making progress.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, all right. Now it's time for my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point, serving lunch, dinner, and spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wings. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com. Call in for takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Guru.
Good morning, guys. I was just up in your hometown of Collingswood this morning. The last 2 days, passing through, going to good old 8-year-old soccer tournament in Cinnaminson.
Jeez.
Old stop
you didn't stop by and say hi there, Brian? You kept going?
I stopped by some places I think you frequented on the way back from the Eagles game. I saw some places.
Hey, speaking of Eagles real quick, before you get into your fantasy, Brian, what's going on with the Birds, man?
The Eagles? Who are you talking about? I don't know anything about them.
No, I mean,
put your finger. He wants you to put your finger on it. What do you think, Brian?
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think it's a combination of injuries, play calling, coaching. I mean, the thing that just really angered me, and I still haven't gotten over it, is why did they go for 2 points on that last touchdown? I mean, you just took the entire crowd out of it and everything. Now you're down 2 scores. Like you kicked the extra point.
That was the least of their problems, though. Let's face it.
No, but he
Brian.
makes a good point, though, bud.
But that's just another one of those things. I don't understand what you're doing. You took the entire crowd out of the game at that point. Half the crowd had already left anyway.
Brian, were you there? Did you go to the game?
Need to stop.
Did you go to the?
No, I had to work, and then we had a second Thanksgiving that night. But I mean, the injuries, the bad play calling. It doesn't seem like Barkley has that burst, even when he gets the ball.
Exactly. I will say that. He looks like he's missing his
He's not hitting the hole hard. It's like he's hesitating and stammering back there. I don't know. It's very, very bizarre. It's like
are you holding Sirianni?
And we're not winning.
Brian, are you holding Sirianni accountable?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have to at this point. He's sticking by his guys. But what it comes down to at the end of the day is, no matter what, you've got to have the next man up mentality, and they just have not had that. And it always comes back to the head coach. So, listen, I'm not saying Sirianni's getting fired, but we saw what Jeffrey Lurie did with Doug Peterson a few years ago, only a few years removed from winning the Super Bowl. And, he is hungry. He sees he's got the talent. I would not be comfortable there if I was him at this point.
He's not watering the flowers, Brian. I mean, that's the guru. Remember, with all the analogies that he used to make. Right, brick by brick, competitive. You don't hear any of that stuff anymore.
There would be other candidates, and again, I am not looking to oust, the head coach at this point. But I'm just saying, they are not going to sit by and watch this. Someone's going to be held accountable, and if it's not going to be the offensive coordinator, then eventually, if the ship doesn't get righted, it's going to be somebody at some point.
All right,
we'll see what happens.
If you got a question for the guru, you want to send us a text message with any fantasy questions, 609-403-0973 for the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. Brian, I got to tell you, man, I have never, in all my years playing fantasy football, I'm 0-12, dude. And not only that.
Sounds about right for you.
I'm Alex, I'm playing you this week.
Yeah,
I got 8% chance of winning.
Brian, I started out 0-5. I'm now 6-6, and then I saw I had Billy this week. I was like, I'm above 500 for the first time this year. Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you feel a little more pressure? Like I can't lose.
No,
this
yeah,
one?
100%.
Like, oh my gosh,
that happened.
I lose this one.
In my other league, I was the 2 seed, and I lost to the 1-9 team, and I couldn't sleep for the next 2 days.
That's what happens. Like that's the thing in fantasy we joke about all the time. You can't play defense in fantasy football. Sometimes those guys, even in last place, just have a huge week. Their guys perform. There's not, I lost last week to the only team that could have beat me. We outscored everybody else except that one guy, and there's nothing you can do. So it is what it is.
Well, you guys gave me a hard time, and rightly so. I have Jalen Hurts and I have Saquon Barkley, and they're not having the years that they had last year, and it's killing me.
And again, we have discussed the quarterback and running back on the same team at great length over the years, and you continue to make that mistake. So again, if I was Jeffrey Lurie and your fantasy team, I'd have fired you by now.
Bill, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Shut up. You don't even know how to play fantasy football.
He's got a point on his head. Look at him. He's a dunce.
Here's a guy criticizing me. He don't even play fantasy football, Guru.
I don't have time for that.
Hey, Guru, you still got that fight tape?
You probably get a lot of money for that. Clement wants to see it, and everybody wants to see it.
Put that on YouTube.
I could put that on the scoreboard for the Eagles. We got a now. We could play
Maybe that'll charge him up.
I kicked his ass. Did I kick his ass? Right. Yeah, Jeff Dowling tackled me.
You're out of your mind.
I kicked your ass.
You're lucky I wasn't close and I would have lamped you.
Brian, we got Rob from Ocean City saying, with this Amon-Ra St. Brown injury, what does this look like for him, one, going into the playoffs, but two, like the rest of this Detroit offense?
It looks great for me with Jameson Williams. I'm a genius, I can tell you. I tried to drop him this week, and the two guys I tried to pick up got taken, and I was angry. And next thing you know, I was a genius because now he's the guy. But, the St. Brown injury is huge for that offense. You know, they rely a lot on the running back. They've got two great running backs between Gibbs and Montgomery. But they throw the ball a lot, particularly when they're at home and inside. And that's one of those things that's really going to hurt them. They had a lot of injuries this week. Khalif Raymond didn't play. The tight end, Hawkinson's injured. They got a lot of guys that are, or Laporta, they got a lot of guys that are injured there. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But they've got to move on, and they're another one of those teams. Like, you know, you look at the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Bills. You know, all these teams now are kind of like teams that you thought were going to be doing better, and they're just hanging around right now. Like, some of them are going to make the playoffs, and some of them are not going to make the playoffs. And they're one of those teams right now that could definitely just start to drop. And even if they do make it, could look at an early exit. You know, they really need a home game in the playoffs if they're going to try to go anywhere, even though they had it last year and they got destroyed by Washington. But they don't fare well outside, especially that time of year. So that's going to play a big thing. It's going to be tough losing St. Brown for a while. Definitely going to hurt that offense that's not firing on all cylinders anyway.
And then we got Johnny G. He's got a question. Olave, Debo, and I believe Juwan Jennings. Out of those three, who are you going with?
Definitely not Debo. That offense has just been terrible. I'd have to say either Olave or Jennings. I'd probably lean more towards Jennings. But you know what? That's a tough one, too, because you got the defense. You know, Cleveland's got such great defense. You know what? I'm going to go with Olave today.
And that's Johnny G. Johnny Griner down there at Burger Realty. I love Johnny Griner. He's giving him some fantasy tips. All right, Guru, now it's time for your picks for Week 13 in the NFL.
All right, guys, this week at quarterback, I like Sam Darnold against Minnesota, Justin Herbert against the Las Vegas Raiders, and you got to continue to just ride the Matthew Stafford train going against Carolina. At running back, Travis Etienne going against Tennessee, Woody Marks against Indianapolis, Devin Neal filling in for the injured Alvin Kamara today. Should see plenty of action against a nice soft defense in Miami. And I like Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, he did not score last week, but he is getting his touches and his opportunities. I think he had some explosiveness there. Buffalo gives it up on the ground, so I like him today. At wide receiver, Stephon Diggs against the Giants. Cortland Sutton, I think, gets off the schneid today in Washington. I like Darnell Mooney going against the Jets with no Drake London. They're going to have to throw to somebody, and I think he's going to be the guy today. And John Mechie going against Atlanta, another soft defense. Those are my picks for Week 13 of the NFL season. Hard to believe we are this far into the year, guys.
The time is flying by, that's for sure. Maybe next year I'll look at the Chicago running backs because they destroyed us, and maybe I'll get away from Barkley, unless he has a bounce-back year next year.
Probably will because you won't pick him, so he probably will.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Billy jinxed us. He picked
the Schweim curse.
It was the Madden curse and the Schweim curse.
All right, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley, as always, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next Sunday.
Thanks, guys. Don't forget to get down to Charlie's. They got the tree trimming party on the 2nd, and then the 13th is the ugly sweater party, and the 14th is breakfast with Santa. That book's up quick, so don't forget. Give them a call, 609-927-FOOD. Get that booking in now if you want to see Santa.
All right, Guru. Thank you.
Happy
there
holidays,
he is on the Tom Zero Volkswagen Sports Hotline, a fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant, Summers Point, serving lunch, dinner, spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wings. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com or call them for a takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. That's Charlie's Bar. Yeah, I'm done. Alex, he's kicking my butt. I got 8% chance of beating.
That was the thing. I looked at the matchup. You have 4 players yet to. I have 7 yet to play, and I still have a 91% chance to win this.
You know what he does? He's a homer, and he just picks. He picks the Eagles guys. I get it. Who wants to throw? How could you pick a Cowboy, right?
I mean, no, like Jalen gave you 22. Like Jalen gave you some points. Saquon though. Well, you played a guy, Matthew Golden, who was out. So like.
Well, because my other guys are hurt too. I'm like, you know what? I'm not like Clemic where I set it and forget it. I mean, I still do some work, but what's the point? I'm 0-12.
You guys brought up Jeffrey Lurie in that. Him and the Hard Knocks crew showed up to the tailgate I was at this weekend. Yeah. The Hard Knocks crew walked by. Jeffrey Lurie was with them.
You went to the tailgate at the
Yeah.
So you didn't get into the game, but you went to a tailgate.
No, I went to the tailgates, and I'm happy. I'm so happy. As soon as the tailgate was over, me and the fam, we packed it up, drove back down the shore, was warm watching a terrible football game.
No kid.
But not only that, but you know what?
My boys do that.
I know. But I had season tickets with Scott Simpson for how many years?
Yeah, a long
time.
time.
25 years. I would go in all kind of weather and I get pumped up. I loved it. But you know what? Getting into that stadium and leaving the stadium, that area, it's so congested now.
I know it.
It's because there's so many people that do what Alex does and what your boys. They go just for the tailgate. They're not even going for the game.
Well, the original plan was to go to Xfinity or Stateside, but the line, it was 2 hours long. It was like not even worth it.
See, the thing is, the Eagles, they can dictate stuff, what they want to do, because they're such a bit. The product is like everybody loves the Eagles. Everybody wants to be around the Eagles. Everybody wants to know what the Eagles are. It's Eagles 24/7.
Right. I think I read an article not too long ago that they were going to try to change the traffic patterns going in and out or something like that. But I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough.
Well, the problem was every parking lot, it seemed like, was pass required. You needed a pass for this lot. Like, what happened to all the pay $50 and then you're good? Like, we had to park a mile from the stadium to do that.
Not only that, when you get into the stadium, when you get into these parking lots, you got people that take up 2 spots. They'll park on an angle and take, because they don't want people,
I know.
Or you have like a SUV or whatever, not SUV, but like a van or whatever, like a canopy or something. It takes up 2-3 spots.
Right.
So you're losing a lot of spots that way. But it seems like it's more crowded than it ever was.
Well, I haven't been to
you, but you were never. You were always.
So tell Alex. Went back into vet days. We had aunts and uncles that had season tickets, and one of our uncles had the underhang. The underhang, what was that, like the 200 level, I guess, or whatever, and then the 700 level. And we would get offered these tickets, and I'd say, well, where are they? And if they were in the 700 level, I'd say, I'm not taking it. Billy would always go.
I went every time I got offered a game. I went.
You and Johnny DeMaria.
I took Dominic Marianne.
See, I like the highest seats, especially at like Flyers games. You see the whole ice.
I never wanted to go. I never wanted to go because I figured you get a better seat on TV, you get instant replay, whatnot.
Yeah, you always passed on the tickets unless it was.
Oh, the good say Uncle Frank's tickets I would take.
Tell that to Earnshaw, his heart would break.
Nicky Nosebleed.
Yeah.
Nicky Nosebleed.
He's up there.
But did I tell you I saw a UFO?
Did you really?
Yeah, I tell you.
All right, listen. All right, Bobby, tell us about the. Yeah, right. Okay, dum.
Yeah.
No, all right.
Seriously, I was having a conversation. We left Chicago, heading out to San Francisco. This was last Saturday.
Right.
And we're 30. We left Chicago at like 11 o'clock at night, heading to San Fran, 4-hour flight. And we're at 34,000 feet, severe clear. You can see lights for everywhere.
Really?
And all of a sudden, I'm looking off my 1130, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And it was this big orange orb type of thing. And I'm,
really?
I mean,
did it have a trail?
Well, initially it started going from left to right, and I thought I saw a little white light in there. I turned the cockpit lights down and put my face up on the glare shield. I'm looking, and I'm like, what is that, man?
But you mean you weren't sleeping and going across the country?
I was very tired.
Autopilot.
Yeah, that's what he does.
I was very tired. And all of a sudden, it went from from right to left, and I did see an orange trail, and then it rocketed, and then it went up like 90,000 feet in a nanosecond.
Really?
Yeah, it defies everything physics.
Right.
We know on this earth, and then it went from right to left, but I could still see it. It was way up there.
Were there other when you're flying? Is there other pilots talking, like planes going the
well,
other way?
we didn't. Yes, I saw other planes, but we didn't talk to them because it happened like within when I first saw it, it was huge. Maybe it was 20 miles.
You have a co-pilot?
Yeah, he was
first officer.
Yeah, he brought it. We were talking the whole way. He was telling me how he I said, listen, man, I've been flying for 30 35 years. I got 17,000 hours. I've never seen a UFO. And lo and behold,
really?
There it was. Because I got 7 months and I have to retire.
Right.
You're 65, you got to punch out, right?
Fat old.
And
stupid.
anyway, but here's what I'm thinking. You know what? You know why the Flyers are doing so well?
Why?
Because it was the Flyers orange. It was
It was Tocchet in the UFO.
Yeah,
do you remember?
But you know what? We were right. We were just north of Area 51 too. So who knows?
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
It was orange. And I keep thinking, why
you got to go see a
doing
shrink
well?
now. You got to talk to a shrink. and maybe you should shrink a little bit too. Fat bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Good enter. Say hello to Jason, Will, JM, Chet. They do a phenomenal job. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But you aware of the private business network, the Legacy Club. Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Bobby Schwein, and Alex Berardis right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball tonight on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Here's Maxey driving the ball, skids to a stop. Here's V.J. Edgecombe for three, and it's in! Edgecombe a clutch three!
It's Sixers Hawks tonight. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. It's Sixers basketball all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia 76ers basketball. 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein. If you're injured or if life takes an unexpected turn, you need a team that'll fight for you. At McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, you'll get battle-tested trial lawyers with decades of experience standing up for justice. Whether it's personal injury, criminal defense, or complex civil litigation, when everything is on the line, you want attorneys with experience and a reputation as one of the most successful firms in the United States. Call McMonagle, Perry, McHugh, Meshack, and Davis, 215-981-0999, or online at mpmpc.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
With Black Friday savings at the Home Depot, you can get up to $1,400 off, plus get free delivery on select innovative appliances like GE Profile. Add a touch of ease to your holiday with the all-in-one combo to wash and dry your laundry in one machine. And refrigerators with built-in convenient features like the dual dispense autofill water pitcher. Shop Black Friday savings on select GE Profile appliances, plus get free delivery now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid 11/5 through 12/3. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Caesars Sportsbook app is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. Bet on gridiron action and earn perks on every game like hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RADIO20X and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 20 bets. Open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Max bet at $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, Alex Berardis. There is a little black spot on our Eagles today.
There's a little black
Right? I mean, how about the Sixers? The Sixers are on tonight?
We'll do a little Sixers. Now, you know how I've been really crazy, about Embiid. Right. You know, I hate I don't like the fact that he's taking 3-point shot. He's 7'2", man. We don't need that, okay?
Not with all the guards we have now, the shooters.
I've been on him for years. I just never thought he was a winner. The way he falls all over the court, he tries to dribble the ball.
Mop the
the
court.
second he puts the ball on the floor, it's a turnover.
I mean, his turnovers. I mean, so anyway, with that being said, Bill, I was thinking about this the other day. I like the fact that we have somebody that
change the complexion of the game. That you put him in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trust me. I wish he was healthy because
we all do. But
if he was a healthy guy, I think it'd be maybe a little different. Even though he still has those characteristics, he tries to dribble. He tries to be a guard. He's not.
Right.
You know. But I like the fact of having a high profile player like that. You know what I mean? A big guy like that. I think we will miss that, but
so you can't get rid of him because his contract's too heavy, right?
Right. I mean, he's going to be around.
So he's more valuable just keeping him in a position or a situation where he comes off the bench.
You think he could do that?
He's getting pissed when he's got on these minutes restrictions, but it's like, dude.
Well, he has to be.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what do you want to see?
Remember Bondu had a big dog.
Yeah.
Right? These big dogs don't last, right?
It was a Great Dane.
It was a Great Dane, right? Their life expectancy is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a 7'2". He's like, he's got too much. He needs to drop weight.
Plus, he never really took care of. You heard Tocchet say in the interview.
Got to eat right.
You got to eat right. You got to get your sleep. Right? I keep telling Elijah Grace, you're going to be an athlete. Your body needs rest.
Right. So maybe, I don't know what his personal habits are.
Yeah, Embiid wasn't taking care of himself.
He eats like you, McDonald's and cheesesteaks and pizza. Maybe he eats like you.
You live in Prep's Pizza. Man.
What was the Schweim household looking like this past Thanksgiving?
Dude, we had
fixes.
We had young kids floating around. You know, it's great, man.
How about we played that game Imposter?
Yeah.
You never play that game Imposter?
It's on it. You got to use your phone.
Definitely has. Oh, then no.
So you use your phone. You hand the phone. It says it gives you a word, and you hit it. You hit the button. The word will come up. It's either you see the word or you see imposter. And then
that means you don't know what the word is.
You don't know what the word is, and then you got to give words that describe what the word is.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, and one guy doesn't know what the word is because he's the imposter, so he's got to make it up. You got to pay attention. The only thing that's hard is if you get imposter first. And you're the first guy to go. You don't know what the word. You don't know what the word is.
Right.
So you're sticking out there like a sore thumb.
Right.
See, my Aunt Georgianne at my house, she made this corn casserole. This thing's to die for.
We didn't have that.
And then my cousin Lauren, one of the best bakers I've ever met. Pumpkin pie cheesecake.
Were you at home? Were you behind?
We went to my uncle's house. Could have fed an army.
I love Thanksgiving is one of my favorites.
Could have fed an army.
I make the coleslaw.
Yeah, that was good.
You know what? I put a lot of sugar in it.
That's bad. That's why you look the way you do.
Yeah, okay. This is a fat
Yeah, aren't you guys twins?
But we had turkey stuffing, green bean casserole, mashed
you got any
potatoes.
little kids running around? Anybody with?
Now it's just little kids everywhere.
His daughter's 10.
Now it's like 5-year-olds and younger.
Clement had like 35 people over his house.
Who did?
Clement.
Did he really?
Yeah, everybody's out at the barn. We had a lot of little kids running around.
That's cool.
That's what it's all about. The holidays. That's what it's all about. The holidays.
Smokes.
All right, as that fastest 2 hours of radio, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, swinging a bat for Louis Aguayo is
filling in for P.J. Corda, Bobby Schwein.
Remember we used to say that?
Yeah. All right, so we got the Sixers tonight at what, 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock over Atlanta.
All right, you listen to that action right here on 97.3 ESPN. I think, right? We have one, or they're on the sister station? Check it out. Either 104, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Alex. You did a great job today. I want to thank head coach Rick Tocchet for checking in.
Great interview.
Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda. Thanks to Bobby Schweim and, of course, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you next week.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room.